That's your soul saying, oh.
Welcome back to my channel, Aligning with My Soul. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and if you've clicked on this video today, welcome to you today. This channel is based on me tapping into the masculine energy and sharing my twin flame story with you. The more confident I get, because I'm in the process of aligning with my soul on my spiritual journey, and it was triggered by my twin flame. So when I do the readings, it's about the masculine, because I know how important it is for the person that's watching, because usually it's the feminine that watches these readings, because you'll be the positive polarity, the conscious one, the one that's been awakened. So I know how important it is for you to know what's going on with your masculine, because again, this channel is based on people with some kind of challenge or separation with their twin flame as well. So when I say separation, what I mean is preparation, because even though you're not with the physical person, you are one soul, so you are always together, and it's a better way of looking at it, and I hope that helps in some way. So thank you for all the lovely comments and things I've been getting as well. I absolutely love hearing your stories, and it makes me feel really warm and it comforts me, because it helps me not feel so alone, because other people are having similar experiences in their journeys, similar. So it's just nice to be connected with people that are going through a similar situation to you. So when I do the readings, it is for the person that's watching today. Obviously it's tapping into your masculine, but the message is for me as well, because I'm on this journey as well. So if it resonates to me, I take the message as well, so you get to see my reactions and stuff as well about how I take the messages from the cards. So I just wanted to share my journey with you, and for us to, just have this connection with you guys. Right, so I'm not actually going to ask questions today. I'm just going to see what cards come out, on what needs to come out, and what messages need to be said for you about your masculine today. So I've asked God's help, and to help guide me, and for me to channel this reading with God's love, and what God wants you to know, and what God wants me to know today with this message. I think that there's been a big shift going on with masculines, and I feel a massive shift in me at the moment as well. I just feel different for some reason. So let me know in the comments down below if you're feeling different at the moment and you feel like there's been a big shift, because I'll be really interested to know. So as I said, as this channel unfolds, I'm really excited about how it's unfolding, and how quickly it's, I'm getting subscribers and the views and things. So the more it does unfold, the more I will share with you about my journey, because I think it'll be really helpful for other people to know, because this journey is always very complicated. It's never straightforward, and there's lots of challenges you have to get through. So I'm excited about sharing my story with you, and hopefully when I get more confident, I'll be able to sort of expose myself, and you'll be able to see me as well when I'm feeling better and confident and I'm ready. But at the moment I'm not ready to do that, so that's why I'm basing this channel on me doing the masculine readings as well. Right, so first of all I'm going to use the Daily Guidance Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. I'm drawn to use Oracle cards because I feel that it gives a clearer message. It makes me feel closer to God, and it's just a much more in-depth message, and much more of a loving message to me. That's how it comes across to me. So when the cards come out today, I'm just going to use my intuition and God's guidance for how I take what the cards are saying and what's happening with the masculine. So as I said, I'm not going to actually say any questions, ask any questions. I'm just going to see what cards come out. So what card is going to come out today? Masculines, for the person that's watching, so they know what's going on for their person. God. what card is going to come out today for us, for the masculines? Innocence. Okay, and I have got a booklet that comes with, you know, a guidebook that comes with my cards that gives more an in-depth message if I feel that I need it, and you know, it's just an additional message as well, so that can be helpful. So let's see what the card says. Innocence. So this angel is holding a baby as well, so let's see what it says. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. So this straight away is saying to me that your masculine is dealing with lots of different emotions of guilt, you know, different energies as well, of guilt, anger, blame. He could be feeling very low and uncomfortable at the moment with these energies, so he's dealing with a lot. He's exhausted and really struggling at the moment, I would say. But even though that sounds really negative, that's very positive, because they're coming to the surface and is actually dealing with it. But I'm actually going to get the additional message to this to give you a clearer message. But he's, you know, trying to get rid of the negative energies of blame, guilt. He's feeling guilty about something to do with you, or things that have happened in his life. He's got to get rid of all that to give himself, to clear this energy for him to be able to come forwards towards you. So what I would say to the person that's watching today is your masculine does need a lot of love at the moment, loving energy. So you need to balance your energy and send him love, because your energy goes to your masculine, and this is what, you know, he needs lots of love at the moment. So let's see what it says. This card comes out as a reassurance that this situation and the people involved are guiltless. If you've been harbouring guilt, release it to the angels. Of all the emotions, guilt has the lowest vibration, so it attracts negativity. If you're judging others' guilt, this card reminds you to see the godliness within them to heal the situation. You don't necessarily have to continue a relationship with anyone you distrust. However, it's necessary to purge toxic thoughts and emotions from your own well-being. The angels ask you to consider that any misunderstandings were an innocent mistake. So, again, this is saying to me that he's really feeling bad about something, and I think because, you know, this card's come out and it's, you know, about your masculine, and obviously you're watching for the person. He's feeling bad about a situation with you, and he's feeling guilty, and guilt isn't a very good energy to be in. He's feeling bad and it's making him feel very low and discomfort, you know, making him very uncomfortable. So he's putting a lot of blame on himself and feeling guilty. So he needs to release this. So this is the energy and the emotions that he's feeling, and that, as I said, it can all sound very down and oh my goodness, he's in a really bad place, but it's a positive thing, you know. And you know, some of us experience the dark night of the soul. He could be experiencing the dark night of the soul, like a tower moment where, you know, everything just feels like it's crumbling and all these different emotions are coming up for him to deal with. So, but it's all good for a good reason, because we need this to come to a surface. He needs to release this emotion of guilt, because he hasn't got to feel guilty. He hasn't got to blame himself, because this is all divinely planned. God's, you know, all of these different circumstances or situations that have happened so far, they're all meant to be. And, you know, you've done things, I expect, and been in a certain way that really that you could have done something wrong as well. You know, not everyone's perfect, and a lot of the time people like to look at the masculines if they're always the bad ones, and it's not like that. They've behaved in a certain way to trigger you as well, for you to deal with things and bring things up in you, you know, so you can get rid of it and release the stuff that triggers you. So he's feeling guilt and blame about this situation with you, and he's feeling uncomfortable. So as I said, it's really, really important that you send your masculine loving energy. And if there is anybody that's clicked on this video that's feeling angry or frustrated, going, oh my goodness, why would I be sending him loving energy, because he's done this to me, he's done that to me. He hasn't done nothing to you. He's done nothing to you. He's just dealt with the situation of how it's meant to be at that particular time, and there's obviously stuff that you need to deal with if you're feeling that way. If you're feeling anger and frustrated towards your masculine, you need to take a step back and take a look at your thoughts, and not think about the past of how your masculine's behaved, and not to look too much in the future, being in the now, like I always say. So he needs loving thoughts. So I hope that resonates with you. So I'm going to get Archangel Oracle cards from Doreen Birchman now. These are really nice cards because they're bright and just nice cards, nice little messages on there. So which one's going to come out today, God? What message needs to come out about what's happening with the masculine for the person that's watching today? What do you want us to know? You are safe. Well, that goes with the card that's just come out as well, doesn't it? You are safe, and it's Archangel Michael. There you go. I always say that Archangel Michael's with us, protecting us and helping us, and we're going on to those cards in a minute. I'm protecting you against lower energies and I'm guarding you, your loved ones and your home. So he is in a lower energy, in a negative place. He's feeling it at the moment. He's feeling guilty, he's missing you and feeling heartbroken. And he wants to resolve this situation with you. He does want to come forwards, but he is low at the moment and feeling uncomfortable because all of these different energies and emotions are coming up to the surface for him to deal with. So it's all very positive. It's not nice for him to be feeling uncomfortable, but he's dealing with it. It's stuff that he's got to be dealt with for him to actually move forwards, and this is what we want out of the way. That's why I say preparation, not separation. You're preparing. You're doing your spiritual journey and he's doing his, and dealing with the stuff that he's got to do. And it's all perfect, really. And, you know, this spiritual journey isn't just, you know, feeling wonderful all the time. It's really challenging and painful and heart-wrenching. But it's all for a purpose, to make us stronger and be a better person. And so we're ready and dealing with all this stuff, so when we come back together, this is all sorted out and we'll just feel oneness. The additional message is, let go of worries as I'm surrounding you, your loved ones, your home and possessions with powerful loving light. This light repels lower energies and attracts loving experiences. Focus on this light and love instead of the fear, as you attract the object of your focus. With your mind free of fear, you have additional time and energy to devote to your life's missions. You are free when you are fearless. Know that you are safe at all times and that my protection is flawless. So yeah, he is feeling uncomfortable, and Archangel Michael and God are supporting him and making him feel loved and making him see, or putting things in his place for him to actually see. The way forward is to see light and love in every situation, because that's the best way forwards, instead of being in the ego and being angry. It's just a waste of energy because it's exhausting. It's exhausting trying to work out how this is going to work and how that's going to work, and being in control of this situation with the person that's watching. It's tiring. So it's about, he needs to surrender and to know that he is safe. Just hand this over and you're protected. In all of your worries and everything you're worrying, he needs to let go of the worries that are surrounding him and the people that he's worried about, you know, the loved ones that he's worrying about, how it's going to affect them. That comes up quite a lot. So he is concerned about how it's affecting other people. It's important to him. So he's, you know, he's been encouraged to surrender and let go of all these different emotions that he's feeling and different energies. And the way forward is to see everything in loving light. And then that attracts all the good experiences and just abundance into his life, and everything he's wanting is the other side of the fear. He's got to step into that fear and that emotion and energy and know that actually when you're in that, it's just a feeling. It's nothing more than just a feeling, and everything will be okay because everyone involved is taken care of, because God is in control of this and it's divine plan. This is the divine plan. It's just about your masculine having courage and confidence to come forward and know that he's protected. But that is what he's been tested with at the moment. You know, with feeling guilty. He's just concerned about everything, everyone involved, and then, you know, how it's going to affect him. He needs to surrender and feel safe and know that this situation he's so worried about is taken care of. And he needs to, you know, look after himself and take care of himself. So again, it's really important that you're sending your masculine love. You know, I'm not talking about that you have to message them in the 3D. I'm talking about sending loving energy and talking to them the same as you would ask God when you do a prayer, or when you talk to God when you pray, or if you talk to one of your loved ones that's passed. You know, talk to your masculine like that and send him loving energy and reassure him. And when your energy is balanced and everything, that's going to him and making him feel secure and loved, and giving him the courage and the confidence. Tell your masculine you believe in him and you trust him, because he needs to know that at the moment. So by actually doing it in the 5D, not in the 3D, if you're not in contact with your, you know, it's not, you need to be left to just deal with this situation as well. So it needs to be done in the 5D and the higher love and your higher self. So concentrate on your energy and yourself as well. When you're looking after yourself and you're concentrating on yourself, the person that's watching I'm talking about, when you're loving yourself and concentrating on your spiritual journey and you're putting yourself first, you're not just only helping yourself, you're actually helping your twin by doing that. And that's a better way of doing it as well. If you're loving yourself and doing nice things to yourself, you're doing it for your twin anyway, and that's what he needs at the moment. So keep focusing on yourself and loving yourself and doing what you need to do, because that's going to help him anyway, or her. By the way, when I usually say this at the beginning of the message, but when I say masculine, feminine, it's just energy. Just put it into your situation. I do realise that. It's just easier for me to say him, her, masculine, feminine, so you understand, and just easier for me to actually say and know what I'm talking about. So, but I do realise, you know, it is energy, and just, you know, you can be a feminine in a male body and vice versa. So please don't be offended by it. It's just a label. Right, let's see, this is, sorry, I didn't say, these are Archangel Michael cards. I love these cards because they're a little bit more of a message. Let's see what one comes out. Your home is protected by angels. This comes out as well a lot. I'm going to get the additional message for this as well. So it says, Archangel Michael, thank you for your watching over my home and inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring it's secure. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgages or taxes. So yeah, this energy that is in a lot of worry and he's thinking about everyone else. He's thinking about the future, which is good because he's thinking ahead. And he's, you know, as I said in the last reading, this card come out about he's thinking about his future and his finances. You know, work. Maybe he's worried about his finances, and he's working towards. He's looking at the bigger picture because he knows what he wants. You know, in the picture as well, this person's walking away, and you know, he's on a journey, coming forwards, and turning away from the negativity and the lower vibration energy. He's walking away from. He's surrendering and releasing the old and moving into the new. But he is in a worrying. My intuition is telling me that he's uncomfortable at the moment, and he's worrying about everything, everyone involved, his finances. How's this going to work? How's that going to work? And he needs support, and he needs to know that he's safe in his home, wherever he is, because he's feeling very insecure and very alone. So let's get the additional message. There we go, I got it straight away today. The card indicates that you have questions or vulnerable feelings concerning your home or your living situations, but Archangel Michael assures you that all is well. Angels are protecting your present dwelling and ensuring it's safe and you have financial security. If you're moving, this card is a sign that they're assisting with your relocation, and relax and enjoy your home because it is all well. So yeah, I've said this before when the card come up before. It's about he's definitely moving away from and releasing this bad old patterns that he was in. Working on his finances, but he's in a worrying mood about everything, about everyone that's around him, or maybe people that are in your life, your situation that is affecting. So he needs to. He definitely needs support and loving energy sent to him by you, and God is helping him and protecting him, and so is Archangel Michael. But he's moving forwards. He wants to release, and he is releasing old patterns of how he used to be, how he was, and he's gathering his finances. He may be worrying about his finances too, but he needs to feel secure that he's got a lot on his. He's thinking. He's overthinking it. He's in his mind and worrying about this situation. And God and Archangel Michael assisting him to help try and encourage him to feel better. But at the same time, these emotions and these energies, these feelings, have to be felt and dealt with and brought to a surface. Otherwise, he's not going to move forward. So, as I keep saying, it isn't uncomfortable knowing that your masculine is suffering or in some way, but he is protected, and God is with him and guiding him, and Archangel Michael, and he's safe. It's just uncomfortable, and as you know, you felt uncomfortable and pain, and the pain you feel sometimes brings you to the ground. It certainly has me. And you can be behaving so many different ways. Other people could think you're crazy. No one understands it, but he's feeling uncomfortable at the moment, that sort of energy. But look at it in a positive way, because it's something that's got to be dealt with, and he's moving forwards. He's moving forwards. He's waking up. And that's what we want. So, very powerful. I'm going to go to the Ambika Waters Angel Oracle cards to get a message as well. I like these ones. These are very spiritual and deep. Very short message, but it says it all. Okay, what card wants to come out for the masculine today? What do you want us to know? Oh my goodness. This is amazing. The miracle of love. I am brought alive by the miracle of love. How amazing is that? That's beautiful. This is, you know, this love is a miracle, and a miracle is coming. It is definitely coming. I can feel it. It's coming. This love is a beautiful love, and it makes you feel alive, and it is the ultimate unconditional love that you have within yourself, about yourself, and obviously by doing that you have it for the person, you know, the divine masculine. And you know, there is a miracle coming, and it's about love, the miracle of love. I am brought alive by the miracle of love, and that's what happened to me. When my masculine came into my life, he made me feel alive, and I have never felt love like that before. And I've had boyfriends, I was married for 21 years, and I've never experienced love like it. And it was very confusing and very intense and very scary. But it was the most beautiful, intense, magical love. And you just can't explain it to other people. But there is a miracle coming of love. I'm a bit choked up now, but this is an amazing card. Right, I need to get myself together to carry on this reading. But yes, thank you God for that message. It was amazing. And I know that the person that's watching today needs to hear that. So you must be feeling elated, and he knows that, you know, your masculine feels that way too about you. He knows that, and it's coming. He's going to come forwards. You just have that knowing as well. It's about your intuition. Sorry, I'm just a bit overwhelmed. So, and you know what I said to myself this morning? I'm going to go through today without crying. And now here I am crying. Oh. Right, so I'm going to get one out of my pots. I'm a bit all over the place now. I'm shuffling my pots to get the energy. What's the energy that your masculine's in? What's going to come out he wants you to know? Oh, he's ready. He wants you to know he's ready. So he's you know, this is a situation, your relationship is ready. It's coming together. He's feeling ready because all these different things that he's releasing and things are coming to the surface. He's in a good place about his feelings towards you, and his energy towards you is definitely, he's feeling this unconditional love. Oh my goodness, how intense. How intense. Twin flame. So he could know that you're his twin flame. He could, you know, where he's been awakened and he's had this transformation, as you've seen in the readings recently, he could know that you're his twin flame. He could have looked into it or found something out about twin flames, or God's put something in place for him to actually find out. So he knows that this is a beautiful eternal love, and you're the one. And he's, you know, he's got some kind of knowing about this twin flame thing. So he's much more awake. So what would he like to communicate if he had the opportunity? What would he like to communicate with you? And what is he actually saying to you in the 5D? Oh my goodness, I'm blown away by that card that's come out. Wow, because waters. Oh. Right, let's see what he'd say to you if he had the chance. I'm scared of intimacy. Oh, that has come out before. So he's in a worrying energy, and things are being brought up for him to deal with. But one of the things he's scared about is intimacy. He's scared of having that closeness and that ultimate love, because, you know, he's frightened. He may not have experienced any love or stuff, you know, before, or had relationships, or, you know, everything's just been bad in his life before, so experiencing this could have just blown him away, and he's scared of it. He's scared of feeling, you know, that intimate and closeness with somebody, and maybe scared of the deeper side of that intimacy. So I've never felt like this before. Yeah, he's never felt like this before. And I said that, didn't I? I said that in this reading. I've never felt like this before. And he knows he's never felt like this before. And he's scared. It scares him. It scares him. And that's one of the things he's dealing with. He's scared of how he's feeling. He's scared of, yeah, being close with you, having intimacy with you as well. And that is something, you know, maybe you need to ask yourself that question as well, because if there's, you always mirror each other, so are you scared of intimacy? Ask yourself that. I have to ask myself that, and I am scared as well. So anyway, I hope you really enjoyed that. Now it's time for you, the person that's watching, about you. So it's the reminder cards to bring forth your beautiful divine inner spirit. And it's to help you stay focused and to get your energy in the right place, and what God wants you to know. What, you know, the message is for you today from God, what he wants you to know, to help you focus and give you strength on what's happening to you in your spiritual journey and your ascension. So what card is going to come out today, God? What would you like the person to know that's watching today? That has brought a lot of emotion up for me today. The message for today for the person that's watching. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing, and the message is, this message is clear. Don't stop believing in you. You are a divine creation of the universe, and you are you are a powerful divine creator too. Go forth in your journey through life and fully believe in all you are and all you do. You are beautiful and fully supported by the universe. Action to take. Fully believe in yourself at all times. Don't listen to others who do not believe in you. You are a shining example and an inspiration to so many, even if you do not realise this. You are flying high right now, so fully embrace and bask in the beauty of life. Woohoo, it says. And the affirmation is, I fully bask and delight in the wonder that it is life. And in the cards, the lady is, you know, she's looking up with her heart open, with her arms open, and don't stop believing, guys. Keep believing. Keep believing in this journey that you're on. Don't listen to what's, you know, or other people. It is very lonely, this journey, because other people think you're going crazy, and they don't know what you're talking about. Experience this love, this unconditional love, this ultimate love, and this magical love. It's so intense, it's really hard to get across to people how you're feeling, and other people could make you, you know, put a downer on your situation and don't believe it. It doesn't matter what they're doing. You know yourself. Trust your intuition, and you keep believing, and you've got that knowing. You know that you're going to be with this person. Don't listen to what's going on in the 3D as well. You know, you might be seeing things to do with your masculine in the 3D that's, you know, triggers you or whatever, because you know, a lot is going on behind the scenes from what you can't see. That's what's important. So trust and believe, and rest in God's armchair. It's not for you to control or do. Just trust God. Believe and carry on with your life and focusing on yourself, and this will unfold. Stop resisting and just let the energy flow and feel love. Look at things just through the eyes of love. I feel gratitude, and as I said, the most important thing at the moment is to send your masculine love because he needs it. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'm sorry that I was emotional, but that's just me being natural and being myself. And you know, these messages aren't just for the person that's watching, it's for me too, and I wanted to share that with you guys so we can help each other and feel close and know that somebody, you know, that there's people out there do understand what you're actually going through. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I think about you all, and I'm sending my love, support and light. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe and like this video because it means the world to me. Because I really believe in this channel and I really want it to take off, and it makes me really happy doing it because I find it so therapeutic. So thank you for watching and supporting me, and I'm going to do a masculine reading in a few days, but keep strong and focus on yourself and get your energy in the right place and send loving energy to your masculine. So see you in a few days, guys. Bye.
Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.